Good evening. This is your captain speaking. Let me check this real quick. I heard a little beep beep. I didn't know if that thing was dying. So we're back. We're back. We're back after God knows how long. This is a slight game update. Nothing too crazy. Just wanted to kind of hop on here, show you guys updates to the map, add some new houses. Like I said, nothing crazy. The house is kind of look cool. I still haven't worked in the shopping area at all yet because I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, I think it's necessary. Um, it's definitely necessary, but I don't really think that I don't think I have it designed correctly. Like, this just feels like such a shitty idea. Like, so my thought was like, okay, how about I was going to chunk out this area right here, chunk all this out, right? And then instead of like it being right here, it'd just be like right here, boom. So it'd be like a road that goes like this, and then it would break off into like the different parking lots and stuff. That's what I was thinking. I haven't confirmed nor denied that just yet, so we'll see how that kind of goes. But progress has been slow because, as you guys see, um, these don't necessarily line up correctly. So every time I do a new neighborhood, I have to redo this street part, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. No real complaints about it. And it's just such a hassle. Um, it's just such a hassle to add these trees. So right now, currently, right, so we have a lot of houses. Kind of This is a sandbox. Someone told me this would look like a loaf of bread. I was so pissed. I was so pissed when they said that shit, but I couldn't even deny it. So I couldn't do nothing but laugh. So I thought that shit was funny. But getting into it, I think we're up to 177 houses. All right, because we have last time I checked it was 177. So I had to add houses because we had got a bunch yesterday. But so we're up to 177, so I'm gonna add new houses. But what I've kind of come to terms and saying is that like a part of me wanted to say like, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to kind of say like sometimes when it comes to like customizing the houses, I'm kind of like stuck in between like the notion of do I just customize a blank house? Because some people will just follow, and this is an across the board situation. So it's not like you don't have to specifically follow because of the video. Like it's for the publishing page. Period. Right. So like I had gathered because the actual Voyager. I don't know this the way I made it. Let me just explain this because I feel like in a sense, it's almost like a conundrum, right? Because it's almost like it's set up incorrectly, but it has to be set up like this. So I have the publishing TikTok, right? The publishing page, which is basically this, except it's TikTok, right? I have that, and I also have like a Voyager page, right? And on the Voyager page, it is supposed to be like pure entertainment stuff, right? So like the way I have broken down is that like on the let's just go on the Voyager side, okay? Voyager is broken down depending on which platform it's on, right? So TikTok is pure entertainment because I mean, TikTok is such fast medium that like there is no me just talking for an hour on TikTok. It's just that's not the vibe, right? That's not the vibe at all, right? So it's like it's literally just entertainment content only. That's it. And then kind of going down the train, it's like not I would say like TikTok is like entertainment, but Instagram would be kind of behind the scenes. Like TikTok is supposed I mean Instagram is supposed to be the behind the scenes of the Voyager project. But I mean because it's mainly just me, like really it's really just me, like I'm not gonna do it. Like if we had a team, I would put the team on like Instagram. But like if it's just me, like I'm already on this YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm not about to do this on another Instagram. It's just that's just not the vibe, right? So I'm not interested in doing that. And so it just kind of gets stuck into saying like, all right, bet. Like how do we have the behind the scenes part, right? And so I kind of gathered that like I think that the behind the scenes should be for the publishing company part of like what I'm doing, right? Because it would encapsulate everything that we're doing, right? Like, I mean, not just Voyager, but the video games, the stories, the books. Like, it's supposed to encompass everything, right? And it's not just entertainment. So this it's the media on that shit just varies from me just showcasing some of the video games I'm working on, or I might showcase the map thing. Is something that we do regularly. I decided to do 5 days a week. I was trying to do seven, but God need the weekends off. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I need the weekends off. I was so burnt out, which is why I haven't been doing anything. I just been so dog. I've been so burnt out. I mean, it's disgusting, how bad it is. Like I almost like could not even fathom like functioning during the day, And I think at most, if we're talking about like work, the most I've done, um, which I'm gonna pull it up on, I'll pull it up on here, see if I can kind of just get to it really quick. But yeah, the most I've done is I've been working on just like the art part of things, just straight art, nothing like just nothing else, just like practicing art. And I'm in this like digital painting course thing, and the first assignment was to design an eye. Like you had to draw an eye, right? Oh, I was right, 177. So we had to draw an eye, right? And this is the okay, good, because I mean this stuff not being muted, it really be taking me out with these videos. But as you can kind of see, like, so this has been my progress in terms of like trying to make the eye. So like when he brought it up, I was like, all right, because my thing is I like to try stuff without the use of the course, right? Like I like to do things just to see if I can do it, right? And so I didn't I just picked the brush, and I don't even know I think I had picked like as like a drawing pencil or something, like a digital drawing pencil or something, and came out with this. And I tried to do like the smudge technique and stuff, and I don't know. It just obviously, it's not hitting. Okay, and so then coming into the next one, I picked a different drawing pencil, and kind of came out with this one, which in its own right. I mean, it's not terrible, but it has its own style and function and things like that, right? And then this is the third time. This is when I had just followed the course. Like I just followed the course, and then just kind of like went from there, right? I got to a certain point until I feel like I fucked the eye up, and then I stopped, right? And so I restarted the course again, and I practiced a little bit more, and this is the way I kind of came up with. This isn't my latest one, but I think that in terms of it is the fourth attempt, so I've done a couple more since then. Um, I've done a couple more since then, but nothing. I don't know. It's okay. Like I feel like color wise, I feel like I had made a poor choice in color decisions for this one, but I mean, it gives it that vibrant. It's really the only thing that's saving the picture, to be honest with you. Like, is the color choice because it just pops out. It's so, in your face. It's kind of crazy. But I've been practicing. Basically, I've been practicing that. You know what I'm saying? I've been practicing that, and I just want to note that like it's just a lot. And I also want to shout out to us because we're gonna hit 10,000 followers. Oh my. We're at 10,000 followers, dog. Yo, this is crazy. You feel me? We're doing numbers, big boys. 95, 96K, 65. You know what I'm saying? These ones is cool. I told you guys, remember, I said that 1,000, really? Like, I think 1,000 is like, is going to be our bare minimum. Like, if a post was okay, like, if it was just a decent post, it's going to get 1,000. And this is kind of what proved it. So like like these ones, this one actually got flagged, pissed me off. This one right here, flagged for unoriginal content. What else is TikTok but unoriginal content? Huh? Pissed me off. That shit made me so mad. Um, And see that flag like that, crazy work. But I'm not gonna fucking talk no shit because I would hate for the rest of our videos to go like that. You feel me? But again, if it's a decent mediocre, if it's mid, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit the thousand, and which is I predicted that shit before. I was like, you know what? I think that on average, because I've never done anything under 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Nothing under 1,000, right? Like for a long time too. Like I don't even know how far back I gotta scroll to get to our under 1,000 right here. So look at it. And this was a throwaway post, mind you. This post has no substance. Beastmasters, bro, let me tell you, I was on that shit. I was like, I'm on that shit, boy. This is not that wasn't it. I just threw that away. That was in my draft for like I want to say 4 months. 'Cause literally, it was one of the first things that came up because I like the Beastmaster kind of, you know what I'm saying, World of Warcraft. That's where I got that name from too. But I just enjoy the whole tamer situation and shit. And so I got the pictures, but I was like, I couldn't think of a story. Same thing with this one. This one is no better. I claim this one is these three. These three right here were all they were just in my they were like around the first time because even with the context, like look at this. What is your samurai way? Yeah, I can't even say the word I'm trying to say, boy. And then this one was kind of like whack too, evil is coming. Come on, bro. No substance. You know what I'm saying? This one I ain't gonna lie to you, I was scared. And rightfully so. I was scared for this one because one of these posts, I got a serious flag from one of these posts for inciting a cult. I deleted it. That's right. I deleted it. But I was basically just explaining. I was explaining. At first I decided I was like, you know what? I'm going to show off the factions. You know what I'm saying? The individual factions and stuff like that, right? New Republic of America, Harbingers, Lima Technologies. That was nothing. That was the Apple creation, Invictus. Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? The Anointed Ones, the Aquila. What the fuck was this one? The Holy Army, right? Boom, the Holy Army. Task Force 7. You feel me? Like all there's some these are groups and organizations within, the Voyager story. So one of them is a cult which has a major influence, major ties with the Aquila, right? And it's the worshippers of the red moon. You feel me? I just feel like that's just was such a hard ass name. So I made I did a story about it. It's some shit like that. Not gonna lie, the music I chose, I didn't even choose the music, mind you. TikTok chose the fucking music, and I just went with it because at that point I was like, fuck it. But then yeah, I got flagged. I guess a lot of people have reported it, and I was basically I got flagged for like trying to start a fucking a religious movement or some shit like that. So I started to call it cult or something. I forgot exactly what the thing was, but I got flagged for that. That was something. that was something crazy. What a time to be alive, right? But with that 10,000 though, so the reason I was kind of showing you guys was that with this 10,000 coming up, that means that we're almost at our halfway point to 25,000. And at 25,000, my intention was to start not release, but to start to promote the first comic series. And so I'm just really just hard at work right now. Um, just trying to perfect the craft because I mean, my thing is to say, you know, I made that video. I made the video about wanting to partner with an artist, and like I said, I mean, I told you I'm gonna keep it a bean, and I know what I said in the video. I'm gonna keep it a bean even now. You feel me? Like, I mean, money is the root of everything. So, I mean, you got to have a real conversation with it. Like, this is like fun and games. My thing is to say like, this is going to be something crazy. I'm telling you, the Voyager project. I'm creating this shit. I'm not even trying to be conceited. It's going to be the next biggest thing. You know what I mean? And to me, and mind you, I'm not trying to take nobody money. I promise you, I feel in terms of like ownership and stuff like that, like 50-50 shit. You feel me? But I mean, the project itself has its own it has its own needs. So I mean, the 50-50 ownership becomes with me personally as an individual because I would write the story, not the company. I have nothing to do with my own company. Like the company's itself. You feel me? Like I'm an individual, so I get the 50%, ownership. All right, and then you're the artist, so you get the 50% ownership. And I only bring this up because someone was like, someone we had a conversation with somebody about it, and I was just trying to explain to them, how it works. And I'll explain to you guys, and this is a rough thing. Again, it's honestly, you know what I'm saying? It's a supply and demand thing. So my thing is to say, like, number one, even when I tell you guys this stuff, like, this stuff changes by the day. I mean, it's really by the need. Right? I only need one artist right now. Like, I only need one artist. You know what I'm saying? So the deal I give the one artist, right, is going to be the deal I give him. I'm not going to give it to everybody. It just doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. It's nothing I can do about that, right? And so, but in terms of like structure, right? And again, I'll tell you guys what I have in mind. It's uh it's kind of broken down into here in here, out. This is the conversation. That's how I explain it to him. It's broken down into two different parts, right? So there's the ownership, okay? There's the ownership part of it, right? We split a 50/50 ownership of it, right? And then there's the payment part, right? Which is complete. It's two different things. So the Voyager, like, and I'm gonna tell you guys, the Voyager project is going to be structured around a subscription model. I just feel like, after a lot of conversation, I mean, just seeing where the world is going, right? You can't escape the subscription model, right? But I do firmly believe that you can do it correctly. And I think in order to do it correctly, and what correctly looks like, I should say, is with the subscription model, there should technically be a reduce in cost of goods, right? So like, for instance, you feel me? And this is I'm really spitballing right now, right? If we had a subscription model for $10 a month, right? That subscription model would give you access to our entire library, right? Our entire digital library for all comics and stuff like that, right? It is what it is. And so, that subscription doesn't change based on how much stuff we have in the library, right? Which is, I think, is with any subscription, right? It just doesn't have to change. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the perks may are also not the perks won't change. I'm sorry. Depending on what the subscription like level is or whatever, right? The perks change, right? But so let's just say with $10 you get access to the comic library and you get like discounts, right? And I think once a month I probably throw like a digital, something digital, right? Digital gift that you can gotta give you guys. That's what I'm thinking, right? If that's the case, right? So this is where it kind of becomes a gray area. It's like, the dudes, well, it's kind of like, well, how do you pay artists? Like, how does the 50/50 commission work? How does the 50/50 split work when there's multiple comics, right? Mixed into the bunch and stuff like that. And which is it's a valid question, you know what I'm saying? But this was my solution to it, right? So this is what I was saying. There's a payment and then there's the 50/50 split. So let's say we work at you're the artist, right? So I ask you, hey, this is the series we're gonna do. I want to know how much you would charge me for doing this full series. I mean, start to finish, right? You have to fulfill that. You have to complete the whole series, right? You'll tell me, all right, it's 30 grand, right? Which is whatever the number is. You feel me? I feel like we'll negotiate that. But if it's 30 grand, it's 30 grand, right? So I say, okay, that 30 grand is going to be paid from the subscription fund, right? And when you pay the subscription, when the subscription gets paid in, a portion gets put to that 30 grand and that is get paid out to you, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, okay? The 50/50 split comes into effect when a comic is sold or the graphic novel is sold, right? Whichever one. After the expenses, the profit is split 50/50, right? So again, this one thing I've never really looked up I think I want to say, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say I saw that comics were selling for like $20 a pop. I don't know. I seen them done for cheaper on TikTok, but it's also TikTok, so that could be its own thing. I'm talking about fresh comic, no gimmick, none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just on the website, full price, $20. I really want to say that's what I've been seeing, and it's like a once a month thing. It's like general comics and stuff, not a webtoon or anything like that. Boom. So after 20 after that 20 and all the expenses paid, we split that shit. Every comic sold. That's what I was thinking. So the individual I was talking to, they weren't really feeling that idea, because they were like, well, how do I know if it's going to be successful? Blah 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 blah. That depends on both of us. I think it's a team effort. Again, like I'm going to be pushing this project like my life depends on it. I just feel like if we had a book to sell, I'm going to push it like there wasn't a crumb of bread left on the planet. Boy, I would. That's how. Because again, it's my split. I feel like we're trying to market it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so whatever by any means necessary, right? The subscription is for the company itself, right? Because again, my thing is to say like the subscription model is not necessarily, because again, I'm seen as an individual, so that's how it's seen. But I do separate myself from my business. The business has its own needs and stuff like that. And I also feel as though entertainment should be accessible. You feel me? But I understand also that, everything goes up, right? So it's kind of to say, how do you combat, the rising, of inflation and shit like that? Like, how do you get around it? And again, my solution was if we do subscriptions and we get a subscription payout every single month, that month tells us what we can do for the month, right? And let's just say we have a shit ton of subscriptions kind of falling in, right? To a point where I can say like we can release AAA games for $20. Fuck it. Why? Because we had the subscription. It's a subscription model, so like we can release these big ass games for $20. We can keep people on staff consistently and always pump content out for you guys, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Because we have a monthly budget, because we have people paying in monthly for it. And it's not because I asked you or nothing like that. It's just because it's like it's a level of entertainment. You feel me? Like you're paying the subscription model. You get the free access to the comics, all the TV shows that we come out with, all the animated shows we come out with. I don't know about TV shows. I don't think I'm there yet. You feel me? But that's the goal. TV shows, movies. You know what I'm saying? Animated stuff. Comes next. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's to a point where it's like all that stuff becomes accessible because again we have a subscription model. So it shouldn't be unattainable. You know what I mean? So that's why I was just trying to explain that to homie. You know what I'm saying? Again, he was really kind of stuck on like, well, how do I know I'm supposed to get paid? Blah 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 blah. And again, it's you can feel however you want to feel, but again, I'm always going to keep it a being. I'm not have no ulterior motive about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. It's just how it has to go, and I'm not going to budge on that. You know what I'm saying? Now again, we can negotiate, everything, but structure wise, that's how I have it, set up for the structure. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to budge on that because it's necessary because there's too many mediums, and on top of that, you won't be the only person I work with. So it works. It has to work with one person. Has to work with 10 people. But if it works with 10 people, it has to work for 100 people. Like it has to work because again, you won't be the first artist, you won't be the last artist, you won't be the only artist. You know what I'm saying? Just how I won't be the first writer, I won't be the only writer. You know what I'm saying? Like there will be other writers. I mean, there other people are involved in this, and so we all take a piece out of the pie. You know what I mean? But you still retain ownership. And I think this is also too is it's a valid. I think it's a valid way to kind of combat. You know what I'm saying? The need for like an egregious split. Like I don't need to do a 80-20 split because you're a new writer or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to do um I don't need to do, a 70-30 split because you're a new developer. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do these egregious ass, splits, right? When really, I mean, we can do normal ass splits. Like, hey, again, we just say 50-50 because my thing is for one, you're coming to us because we have the platform for one, right? So we can push the stuff and we market it and things like that. So that's number one. And number two, I mean, but you also have the ability to do what it is you can do, right? Whether it be the writing or the illustration, the artwork, or the development. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your specific skill, and I have that platform. So that's it. It's just a meeting of the minds. It should be 50-50, no questions asked. And if you feel like I think anything outside of that, you don't have to do it because again, 60-40 don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think also too with the 50, I really feel like I'd even 50-50 because for one, as I should say, now this, I'm trying to chart in territory that I don't understand or know much about, but like if Fox or whoever big company is around that does production company that does stuff, they go, we want to buy the rights to make this movie, right? This like we both have to say yes. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say yes for the both of us because I have a bigger ownership. It's like no, like if I don't think if I see it and I'd be like no, I'm not really feeling it. And I'm only going to say yes if it makes sense for certain stuff. Like I already have my guidelines to say yes. You know what I'm saying? But you may also have your own guidelines because you may say like, this is just as much this is yours just as much as mine, right? And you wouldn't want to see, like Hollywood or some other big media company to like rip it to shreds. You know what I mean? Not do it no justice. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to fit a general consumer market. You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain stuff like that. Like I don't see us. I as we all can understand the Marvel effect at this point, right? You feel me? It's just not for us. I feel like it should be a deeper grasp. You know what I'm saying on like what it is, because again, we should be looking at like not now, but when in the future, how does it affect the project as a whole? Like if we sell you the rights to the show or movie, to make or this IP that we created and you turn it into a show or movie and it absolutely sucks, it's kind of like, huh, if that sucks, then uh, they gonna think the Voyager project sucks, and you never know. You feel me? So it could be a lot of things, but I feel like I don't want to do damage control if I don't have to. You feel me? So again, I do it. I do this stuff for these very particular reasons. You feel me? Because I keep it a bean, and my thing is to say like I'm looking out for my company's best interest, just as well as looking out for your best interest. Because again, I think that it's about um as how I should say, more so legacy. I wouldn't want no one, you wouldn't want anyone to tarnish your legacy, right? And so, and if you in it for a quick buck, this isn't the partnership for you. Like that's another thing too. Like if you in it for a quick buck, that's not for you. Like and not to say nothing about the person that I was talking to, but that's just a fact of the matter. I just feel like this is a passion project. You know what I'm saying? Like this requires passion. So this you can't really be in it for a quick buck. Like I'm not going to pay you. You know what I'm saying? Outright. I can't pay you outright. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Especially with I know. Like why would I pay you? And we don't even know if the book going to be good or not. You feel me? I'll make another video about the story and see what you guys think. But it's like, I mean, what if your art just doesn't connect with people? You know what I mean? It's just a lot of things that kind of like can pop off in any direction, and we just don't know. Why would I pay you for that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like this is a new company. I have other things to do besides this comic stuff. So why would I take that gamble? You feel me? So it just it's one of those things. It just kind of does suck. You feel what I'm saying? Like it really does. But it is what it is at the end of the day. And so I just gotta live with that, right? So I mean, I told you guys that in a sense, you know what I'm saying, was my thought process on coming into partnerships and stuff like that. And so even and I never even checked. I think after like the first like few days, I didn't check the email because I don't think the video reached that many people. So I didn't really go back to check um the email. So let me just see. Let me just see if there's something in it, right? That oh, too. So I'll read those. I'll read those later. I'll read those later. But again, my thing is like when we get into it, this is what you can expect. I mean, really, this is what you could expect. You know what I mean? Especially when like come to terms. Again, everything is negotiable. I'm telling you. Don't get me wrong. Everything's negotiable, and I will be 100% thorough and honest with you. You feel me? And so you don't really have to me. You don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just it is, but it is gonna be. It is what it is. I should say it is what it is, right? And so I don't know. So we'll see. I mean, when we cross that bridge, you know what I'm saying. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. And outside of that, you feel me? I look forward to it. I mean, for the people that do want to, and take that leap, because it's really just a leap of faith for all of us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys see, I'm working tirelessly. You feel me? To get these numbers. This publishing company, it's just get this page is popping is one thing, right? Getting this to a couple thousand, couple 100,000 followers, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But also, getting our getting our big boy page, you know what I'm saying, to a couple 100,000 as well too. I'm tired of this working every day. You have no idea what it's taken to get to this point. You feel me? Like this has been crazy. This is crazy work, and it's like although it's very, again, I always call it, it's low effort content, but it's all the stuff that's, all the cogs that work in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be low effort content forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm actively learning how to code and do art and all these different things, right? And so because I wanted to I'm gonna give you guys, I want to give you guys better entertainment. I want to give you the best entertainment possible. You feel what I'm saying? Like I want to give you guys an experience, and I don't have pockets like Disney. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? I want to do all I can and to make it go crazy. And I think that, like, a level of creativity kind of goes into this to say like, oh, this is just one huge cog. This is one, not huge cog, I'm sorry, this is one huge machine with a bunch of little cogs in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always adding more to it to give you guys the best final result, because this is just the beginning. This right here, this is just the beginning. And I just feel like what's in store. And again, you guys hear me talk about all the things that's in the store, but wait till you see it. Wait till you experience it. Wait till you see just how I portray all these ideas that I kind of throw at you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, if and I wish so bad, man. I wish so bad, but my goal. I really wanted to do the card game that I came up with for you guys. Crazy fucking work, crazy fucking work. You know what I'm saying? And it's to a point where I ain't gonna lie to you. I might code that shit first, cause after really, cause taking, and I'm gonna tell you guys, timeline wise, I'm gonna give you guys, the to need to know. You feel me? Comics are coming next, which is why we have this conversation now. The comics are coming next. At 25,000 followers, I'm gonna start marketing the comics. At 100,000, I'm releasing the first comic. At 100,000, I'm releasing the first comic. Okay, not gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm gonna make a video about that. But the comics first, and I know it was supposed to be Hunter. It was going to be first because I feel like Hunter was a better game. You know what I'm saying, in terms of like multiplayer stuff like that. But that's because I didn't plan on doing the comics. 'Cause I couldn't figure out how to work with artists. I couldn't figure out the whole, I couldn't figure out the vision. I couldn't really figure out how to put two and two together to make everything go beautiful. You feel me? And I couldn't figure out how to do it. If I couldn't get artists, I didn't know how I was going to do it myself. Right? I couldn't figure this shit out. So I was like, fuck it, let's just do it with Hunter. And again, if you guys know me by now, right? You've been on the train. Right? You've seen your captain at work. You know the one thing I will always say: make a fucking plan, but the plan will always pivot. You feel me? And this is what it is. This is a pivot moment right here. I don't, and let me just say, I don't care how many times I've said this is the last pivot. It's never going to be the last pivot. It's never going. I think I've had like six last pivots. You feel me? Saying like, it's just you got to do what makes sense for you, man. You got to do what makes sense for you. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. Like even if you say it to yourself, I told you I make these videos all the time. I make these videos because for one, I make them for me. They're progress videos for me. Seeing where I've come from. I mean, I pull up my first video. Just look at me, listen to me yap, right? And then I'll show you in the video. Some of the videos you'll see the results. I think at a certain point, I think I did have like 1,000 followers or something like that in one of the videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean 1,000 followers in one of the TikToks. I think I pulled it up or something like that. I forgot, or like 800 or something like that. It was something crazy. I don't know which video, but it was in there. You feel me? But when I look back in these videos and I go like, damn, we really did that. That's why I do these videos, man. I do these videos because, like, for one, they're motivation to me, but I wanted to be in this inspiration to you guys. This whole this publishing page, because again, this is not necessarily this page is not necessarily for um it's not for entertainment. You feel me? This is I'm not supposed to entertain you. Like I want y'all to see in real time how crazy it was to make something as insane as what I'm saying. Like this is gonna be it. I mean, my thing is to say like 10 years from now, 10 years from now, I may not even I might not even be the one making videos anymore. 10 years from now, I might not be the one making the videos. I might not. You may never. After a certain point, you may never hear me talk on the YouTube again. Maybe. You just might not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may be some person, it may be one of our interns, it may be somebody else who manages the page and stuff like that who makes these videos. You feel me? But one thing for fucking sure is that you can scroll back to the beginning of this page and you'll see, like, huh, that's the guy. That's the owner. That's the guy. Yeah, that's gonna be me. I was in my spare room. You know what I'm saying? Like making videos. Didn't care about the background, the video, audio, nothing. Just put OBS up, start screaming and streaming, and got to work. That was it. So you'll see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's insane. So again, I this is something that you will always work towards. You have a great plan, and it'll be structured properly. All the T's and I's are dotted. And some for whatever reason, it's a Tuesday. The fat lady is singing, and you got to pivot on the plan. This is what you got to do, and this is what we're doing. So I'm going to once I'm going to start coding for the card game. Um, I want to, and then for a couple reasons, I want to do that for a couple reasons too. Because for one, I want to get you guys input. So I'm gonna make another video tonight talking about the card game and kind of like what can you expect. I'm gonna kind of see if I can bring it up on my screen and kind of like go through it with you guys and stuff like that. Which I should be able to. I should be able to bring it up. I think I have it in Tabletop Simulator, but we'll talk about it, do some test runs, and then we'll get it together from there. But I didn't want this video to get to an hour. I know it was yapping, but it's been a while. It's been a good minute, so I wanted to make this video. So I'm gonna end it right here because if I don't hit it at all, I'll keep going. I'll pull that tabletop up and I get the yapping. I don't want to do that. So I want to end it. I'm gonna end the video right here. I want to let you guys know. You feel me? This is don't let life stop you from being the greatest you possible. All right. That's what I want to leave y'all with today. You got big dreams, I'm sure. You have an idea, and you have no idea. Just like how I really have no idea. I'm conceited. I'm not. I'm not conceited. I'm telling you, it's going to be huge. It's just going to be fucking crazy. I already know this, but there is no guarantee that it's going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. Just no guarantee. You feel me? Even sliced bread went out of style, right? Now you go to a bakery, get an artisan to make some bread or some shit like that. You feel me? But it's like there's no factual evidence for me to say like yeah, it's gonna be crazy. This is just on my sheer tenacity. I know it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I want to note seriously, one thing I'm gonna note is regardless of whether this was going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread, it really wouldn't matter to me because at the end of the day, I just did what I wanted to do. And that's a crazy mentality that I think that everybody should and always keep, right? Like, yes, I know how big this is going to be. That's my ego talking. You know what I'm saying? That's the level of faith I have in myself. You know what I'm saying? To see this through, right? That is the encouragement that I tell myself the why I keep doing it, right? But if it didn't, pan out to be anything other than just a dream, that was fine because I chased it. It was mine. I wanted to do it. I had aspirations about it, and I just told myself I would never stop until I finished. You know, so don't get discouraged, man. Like follow your dream. Do what you want to do what you want and then see how it goes. And if what you wanted didn't work out, do it again. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. You feel me? Because I feel like if it didn't work out, it didn't work out for a reason, right? Maybe the dream, the vision was there, but the process wasn't. Maybe the mechanics weren't. You feel me? Maybe you had, you had this great character, but not a great story, right? Work at it, get better, refine it. You feel me? No raw material. Like iron doesn't just come ready to be a sword mate. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't like Minecraft. Just mine some rocks, make diamond. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that, man. It's you got raw material. It's a process. You have to refine everything. You can't just release it. So my thing is to say like, it's what you got to do. But the one thing you can't do is give up. You know, there's a place out here for you. For those who don't give up, who take that failure as a lesson and not defeat. There's a special place for y'all, and it's over here. It's over here with us, baby. So I want y'all to keep fighting. I want y'all to keep doing what you want to do. You feel me? I want y'all to keep chasing your dreams, man. And don't be crazy. But hey, look, if you're confident enough, quit your job. Do what you want. Do what you love. Don't be crazy though. Make sure you don't be on these streets. Lock in. Don't get locked out. Okay, come on, man. You feel what I'm saying? Move smart with this. Move smart with this. But I believe in y'all, man. Just as much as I believe in myself. Again, you're gonna keep watching these videos. It's gonna keep all this stuff gonna keep popping up. And hey, look, at one day, I hope I see you at the top. I hope you to see you there with me. You feel me? So look, without further ado, this is your captain signing out.